I did a deep dive on some of the top Shopify stores on the planet, and what I found might shock you. All of them are using the exact same proven system to drive insane amount of sales for their Shopify stores. And in this video, you're gonna learn why the top 1% doesn't want you to know this system, the common mistakes that you're making with your Shopify store that's keeping you from being in the top 1%. And by the end of this video, you will learn the exact same proven strategies that these top Shopify stores use so you can start hitting your sales goals too. They really don't want me telling you this, so if I disappear, you know what happened. Which leads me to my first point of why the top 1% of Shopify stores don't want you to know this info. Now imagine a high stakes chess tournament. Each player has their own unique strategy to outsmart their opponents. Now meet Magnus. To many, Magnus Carlsen is one of the best to ever play the game of chess. He is the Michael Jordan of chess. He has spent years perfecting the right series of moves that gives him a serious edge over his opponents. But what if Magnus spilled the beans and shared his secret strategy with everyone? Other players would start predicting Magnus's moves, countering them, and even using his own tactics against him, which would make it way harder for Magnus to win, right? You see, the top 1% of Shopify stores, just like chess players, have developed their own unique strategies to keep them ahead in their particular market. These strategies came from tons of market research, innovation, and just flat out experience. If a business revealed its secret sauce, its competitors could just copy it or find ways to outsmart it, wiping out the original advantage entirely. This could lead to losing customers, profit, or even a good reputation. So by keeping these strategies secret, businesses protect a unique edge and make sure that they stay on top in their competitive market. It's all about staying ahead and longevity, which brings me to my next point of the common mistakes that you're making that are literally killing your sales, and honestly completely ruins your chances of ever having a successful Shopify store.
Accusations!
These are not accusations. This is
False accusations.
You see, most people decide on the product they want to sell. They create their Shopify store using my link down below, of course, and boom, they've set up and created their Shopify store without thinking about this one thing. Recently, I went to the grocery store looking to buy a box of cereal. Now, typically, I already know what cereal I want to buy, but today I felt a little adventurous, so I walked up and down the cereal aisle trying to figure out what cereal I wanted to buy. I honestly didn't see anything that sparked my interest, so I just grabbed a box of Lucky Charms and I threw it in my cart. However, right next to the box of Lucky Charms was a box of Magic Treasures that I didn't even think to grab. Even though it's practically the same exact cereal, it was cheaper and probably tastes the exact same. And if you were in the grocery store, you probably wouldn't have thought about grabbing a box of Magic Treasures either, but why is that? And it comes down really to one simple word: branding. Branding is what makes Lucky Charms more than just a cereal. From its cheerful leprechaun mascot and its iconic jingle, "It's magically delicious," Lucky Charms has woven a story of fun and enchantment into every spoonful. The cereal's branding invokes a feeling of nostalgia and joy, reminding consumers of playful mornings and carefree moments. This is why subconsciously you are willing to pay more for this same exact cereal. So if you're selling the same exact product as your competitors and they have a much larger brand than you, then you are always going to be fighting a losing battle and you're always going to be struggling to make sales unless you implement this next strategy. You see, the fitness industry is one of the most competitive markets in the entire world. Big brands like Nike, Adidas, and Puma just completely dominate this space. So how is it possible that a 19-year-old kid from the UK was able to steal market share from these companies? Meet Ben, the CEO and founder of Gymshark. Ben started Gymshark from his garage in Birmingham, England. The idea of Gymshark came from Ben's frustration with the lack of fitted and functional gym wear that was available on the market at the time. He wanted to design clothing that was both stylish and functional, suitable for both athletes and fitness enthusiasts. So Ben started to design and sew his own gym wear, experimenting with different fabrics and styles to create pieces to enhance performance and aesthetics. And the rest, as they say, is history. If you really want to make sales with your Shopify store, store, you have to create a product that stands out and is unique. And in Gymshark's case, there were very little people making the apparel that they were making at that time, so their Shopify store exploded very, very fast. So when you're creating your products for your Shopify store, you always want to be thinking about what makes your product better or different from your competitors. And it could be just by offering a better price, higher quality, or overall just better customer service. And trust me, all these things go a very, very long way with consumers. You need to have a strong reason why customers should choose you over your competitors. Which leads me to my third point. What if I told you all the top Shopify stores in the world uses one little secret tactic to hack your brain to get you to obsess over their products? And by not using it, you're missing out on thousands of potential new customers for your Shopify store. And once I explain it to you, you'll realize that it's worked on you as well. A few months back, I was sitting on the couch hard at work when I came across this video. Popular TikToker Jordan was eating the new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs and explaining how good they were. Now, here in Florida, Little Caesars tastes like cardboard box with a splash of marinara and a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. So you can imagine how skeptical I was when I saw this video. But as I kept scrolling, I kept seeing videos on how good these crazy puffs were. So at this point in my brain, I was like, everybody can't be lying, and I had to go try them. You see, all the big brands know the power of word of mouth and influencer marketing, and they get creators and celebrities to push their products. You see, influencer marketing works so well because it leverages the influencer's credibility and connection with their audience to help build trust and interest in the brand that they're promoting, making it more likely that people will check out the product and buy it. So I know what you're thinking. You don't have a big budget to pay a celebrity or large influencers, but what you can do is work with small creators within your niche and just gift them the product for free in exchange for them creating content around your product. This strategy can go a very, very long way of building trust with your audience and just building overall social proof. So now you know the exact strategies that all the top Shopify stores use, but there is a small problem.
I could feel that it was a problem.
My hope is by sharing all these common mistakes that you were making, that you will be able to skyrocket your Shopify store sales. However, these are only a select few of them that I shared in this video. You need to stop making these mistakes and a whole bunch of other ones too. And thankfully in this video right here, I share with you what those mistakes are and how to fix them.